Well, what we're seeing now is that the roads have reopened. The suspect in handcuffs was just taken away from where I'm standing. His car is still up on a grassy area. Look, I'll tell you, I was already down here, photographer Dale Wright. We were here getting ready to do an interview on the subject of security when all of this happened around us. We were inside the perimeter. And so across the way near the reflecting pool, a small car did hop the curb, rode up on a grassy area, parked next to some of the big communications equipment that is set up for the inauguration. The person in that car, taken into handcuffs, walked right to where we were. He's a young man wearing a plaid shirt, had a beard. He seemed fully cooperative with police. There was no tugging. There was no raised voices. He was in handcuffs. They got behind a tree and questioned him while they then brought in the bomb squad to check out the vehicle. And as we say, just a short time ago, that vehicle was cleared. It's still there. They're still investigating it. The guy is still in handcuffs. We don't know if he's been charged with a crime, officially arrested or not, but I can tell you that he is still in custody. Someone with the U.S. Capitol Police saying, look, everybody out there in this day and age, don't drive on a sidewalk around the Capitol, even if your intentions are perfectly innocent, because security is heightened, and so are tensions with regard to public safety here. So that's what we know at this point. As we said, all the roads now have reopened. They were closed for some time. The car is still over there being checked. The suspect, if we can call him that, is in custody, continuing to be questioned. So we don't know what his intentions were, but the Capitol Police now believe that there is no threat. We're continuing to dig on this, as well as the broader subject of security around the mall, and we're going to be back this afternoon with much more on this story. On the mall, Brad Bell, 7 News.
And Brad, before you go, I mean, that's a pretty unique circumstance that you and your photographer happened to be in that perimeter when this all unfolded. Can you tell us just how far he was able to get before he was stopped?
Yeah, you know, I don't know that he was actually stopped by police. It was a public road. You know, so if you're familiar with the U.S. Botanical Gardens, it's on the other side of where I am. So this is the reflecting pool, and over there on Pennsylvania Avenue. And there's a public parking area. We'll zoom in, and you can see there are cars parked there, and the public is allowed to drive there. So this guy hopped the curb, and he drove up on the grass, and then I believe he was surrounded by the police. It's not like he was, you know, stopped at gunpoint trying to run someplace that he wasn't supposed to go, something that we've seen in the past. He wasn't stopped by a barricade, anything like that. He just pulled up there next to this communications equipment that is set up over there. So again, we don't know what his intentions were. He was fully cooperative, but they did walk him a long way. That car way over there, they walked him to where I'm standing and got behind one of the trees out here to question him.
All right, Brad Bell, we know you'll have more on this for us today at 4. Thank you, Brad. We want to turn now